Oh, oh, you are angry. Ah! YouTube, it's Master Aquatics and I'm bringing you guys another video. So in the last video, I was telling you guys how I stocked my 125 gallon tank with my bait fish. Pretty much that's what they are, but I've decided I'm gonna keep them, not gonna use these guys as bait. Let's go ahead and go over the stocking in this tank one more time in case you guys are not familiar or you're new to the channel. So first up, we got this magnificent yellow or gold sunfish. I've never seen a sunfish yellow or as gold as this guy. So in my case, he's kind of a one-of-a-kind fish to me. And on top of that, he's really beautiful. I really like the way this fish looks. We also have some red-eared sunfish, not red-eared sliders. I made that mistake and called these guys red-eared sliders in another video, and people tore me a new one for that. So I'm not making the same mistake in this video. Here we have bass minnows that I got from Cabela's for free, and they've gotten big. They've just been eating flakes. These are actually the same fish that were attacked by Albert and they survived. That one, if you take a look, he still has some white markings on his head right there because he was bit up by Albert a few times, but he's recovered nicely. And unfortunately guys, I don't have Albert anymore. If you guys don't know what happened to Albert, which is my largemouth bass, I'll post a link in the description for the video explaining to you what happened. We also re-aquascaped this tank. We made some changes here, which I think it looks a whole lot better. The crawfish, or the crayfish, whatever you want to call them, they're loving this spot right here. You can't really see them because they're hiding out and enjoying their new home. I gave them plenty of vegetation to hang out in, and I have 4 of them right now so far. And on this side right here, we have one of the bigger red-eared sunfish just hanging out and really enjoying that big piece of driftwood right there. And then we have this guy right here. I don't know if I'm going to keep. I don't think I'm gonna keep this guy. He doesn't really have that much color. I might use him as bait or just, I don't know. I'll do something with him. And then we have a few more smaller red-eared sunfish. So that's pretty much it. So the only special fish that I have is this guy right here. And I really like this little guy right here. His eyes are really red and orange. And we also have a very small red-eared sunfish here as well. And they got used to this tank really fast. They love their new home. And right now the water is a little cloudy. I did do a water change yesterday, but I'm doing another one because, well, it's kind of cloudy. So I'm trying to clear that up. And they're not scared of the Python water changer at all. Which, by the way, if you're new to keeping fish, or if you don't have a solid method of cleaning out your water in your tank and you want something that's going to help you and make things easier, get yourself one of these Python water changers. I'll post a link down in the description where you can order one from Amazon. These things are amazing. They clean your tank super fast. They'll do most of the work for you. All I'm doing is leaving it in the tank and it's draining water out. If you don't know how to use these, I'll post a link for a video on how to clean out your fish tank with these things. It's so simple and it's gonna save you a lot of time. I've only had these guys in here for 2 days and I fed them crickets earlier. I didn't get it on camera, but I did feed these guys crickets and they enjoyed the crickets. So I'm gonna try feeding these guys crickets. I'm also gonna try feeding them something else. And I'm also getting a new pet, which I'm gonna show you guys here in a second. But first, we are going to drain the water to about halfway. And as you can see, there's still like a hint of green in the water because my water was super green and it took me forever to get rid of it. But it looks like now it's going away. Once the water drains down, then we're gonna go ahead and feed these guys. Alright guys, everything's good now. I got the water back up. The water is clean. It's not cloudy anymore. It's not green anymore. And I got my new pets here. These are the minnows. I'm gonna feed these guys. But before I feed them the minnows, I'm gonna feed them something else. And after the water change, they're still doing well. They're still doing good, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and throw in some food here. Alright guys, so this is what I'm gonna feed them right now. It's a bunch of crickets. I got about 20 of them in here and they're pretty decent size. And I'm gonna throw them in all at once and hopefully they'll attack these guys and just eat them. Let's do it. Alright, so they haven't seen the crickets yet, but just give them a few seconds, guys. I'm pretty sure they'll see them soon. They're all up there, floating about. They don't sink, so it's gonna take them a few seconds. Oh, I see. Oh, there we go. Ooh, he got one. This one already sees the crickets. The one back there, the red-eared sunfish. Looks like he's gonna go for another one. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. That's the only one that sees them. This gold one doesn't care about food at all. Whoa. You figure as soon as one starts eating them, the rest will go and follow the leader. Uh-oh. There we go. Now we got 2 that's eaten so far. But that's about it. I'm still waiting for the gold one to eat. I think that fish right there is going to eat them all before the other ones get a chance. Looks like the gold one's finally noticed that one is eating. No, he hasn't. I take it back. Ooh, look at all those bubbles. Alright guys, so the main goal was to get this guy to eat right here. So I think it's time to unleash the real food, which is the small minnows. Hopefully he'll eat that. If not, then I don't know what else to try to feed him. I could try to feed him some krill. Maybe that'll work. But let's see. Alright guys, serving number 2. We're going to be feeding them some of these guys right here. Let's get it. Okay, well, this did not go as planned, so he has no interest in eating these small fish. So since that didn't work out, I'm going to have to show you guys my new pet now, and hopefully you guys are excited. Alright guys, are you guys ready for the new pet? Hopefully you guys are ready. This guy looks awesome. Ta-da! How do you guys like my new pet? This one is not a regular crawfish. This is a red crawfish. Alright guys, let's see how hard this guy is gonna pinch, okay? Guys, I'm doing this for the video, okay? And I'll probably never do this again. Ah! Oh, this guy is pissed! Woo! This guy's trying to eat my finger! Holy shit! Hold on. Okay, I gotta give him like a really good grip. Hold on. Ooh! Ooh! You are angry! Ah! Oh, alright guys, releasing the new pet into the 125-gallon tank. There we go. Look at him go. This guy looks clean. Look at all them bubbles escaping. I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna eat one of these fish. No doubt about it. So if those other fish don't eat them, he'll definitely eat them. Yo, this red crayfish is freaking savage. I haven't even put in here for more than an hour and he's already killed multiple fish in here. So he's chowing down on one right now. And as you can see, there's one that he killed right there. I'm just kind of pissed off that, you know, I wasn't able to get it on film. But look at him, he's just chowing down on that little feeder fish right there. And check this out, guys. We also still have that fiddler crab, and he hasn't been seen in quite some time. Looks like he's missing an arm though. A lot of people were saying that he needs to be on land and breathe oxygen. He's been in the water for quite some time now, and he's still doing good. But I'm amazed at this crayfish. He's killing all these feeder fish and he's eating them. So it's pretty cool. Alright everybody, so it's currently a few days later and I still have my fish. I still have the red crayfish. He's just hiding out over here. This is his new favorite spot now. He's always here. And the other crayfish, they're over here as well. They're all behind that newbies plant. You can barely see that big crawfish right there. You can just see his arm. And then there's another crawfish right over there. And we still got my sunfish. We got some of the smaller ones. The two main ones, which is the gold panfish right here. And then the big red-eared sunfish right here. And then we have this little guy here who is extremely active. And he's beautiful. Just look at his colors. Now, I have been feeding these guys, or at least I've been trying to feed them. The only ones that are eating are the red-eared sunfish. All the other ones are not really eating. So I might not be putting in the food that they want. So I'm gonna try putting in a few different types of food in here tonight. And I wanna know what is their favorite food and what I have to start feeding them on a daily basis. I have not seen this guy eat once, but he looks healthy, but I'm still a little worried because he's not eating. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm gonna be working with as far as food and what I'm gonna be trying to feed these guys. Let's go. All right guys, so this is what I'm working with. So I got some crickets here. I fed them crickets a few days ago and most of the red-eared sunfish enjoyed these. I got about 12 of these guys. And then in here, I also got some krill and I also got some bloodworms. I fed them krill before. Again, the red-eared sunfish were the ones mainly to eat the krill. The other fish did not. I'm gonna try some bloodworms for the smaller fish that are in there. Hopefully they'll go for that. And last but not least, for the crayfish that are in there, I got me a bunch of ghost shrimp. You can't really see them. And I'm gonna throw these in last while the fish are feeding so they don't get to them. These are going to be for the crayfish. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so the first food that's gonna go in are the live crickets. I'm gonna go ahead and dump them out now. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go, dumping out the crickets. And that's all of them. As you can see, they're at the top now. And pretty soon, they are going to go for the crickets. We just got to be a little patient. And there we go. So he's eating now, but I don't think the other ones are going to follow through. It's just going to be that one again, just eating. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can throw in more food in here just to get them going. Oh, whoa! Okay, so it looks like the gold one took a jab at that cricket, but he didn't eat it. That one just ate a cricket. That one just ate a cricket. Alright, that one ate a cricket, but again, the gold one is not eating. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some more food in here. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and dump the krill and bloodworms in here. Alright, so feeding time has commenced. I threw in a bunch of food in here, so they have no choice but to see the food and eat it. Again, the gold one is not even interested in the food at all. Seems like the only one interested... Oh, crayfish came out, so he knows it's feeding time right now. Come on, Mr. Crayfish, get you some. Get you in on some of this action right here. That one's trying to eat. He'll swallow that whole thing, trust me. Alright. That one managed to swallow a big piece of krill, and actually it's still in his mouth. He can't even swallow it. Calm down, buddy. And then we got Mr. Crayfish over here just eating all the leftover and scraps. But again, the gold one is still not eating. I might have to medicate him a little bit more with Melafix. He might have a bacterial infection. And this one right here, he has a little piece of bloodworm in his mouth. There you go, buddy. Just go ahead, just take a jab at it. It's so cute how the little ones try to swallow the bloodworms. So obviously these guys are hungry. They're just kind of picky. Come on, bruh. Don't chew more than you can eat. Come on, brother, that's all you. Eat up. This one keeps picking up the bloodworms, but he ends up spitting them back out, I believe because he's too small and he can't really eat them. But I'm not too sure. But they definitely have an appetite, so I guess I just gotta be really patient with these guys, and I might have to I'm gonna have to medicate these guys a little bit more. Especially with this one right here. He might have a bacterial infection, that's probably why he's not eating. So I'm really worried about this guy right here. Anyways, I'm gonna leave the food in here because I'm pretty sure the crawfish will come out and they'll eat all the leftover food that's uneaten. And I'm pretty sure when I turn off the light, they're going to go ahead and eat all this food on the floor here. Again, I just gotta be patient. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm going to go ahead and release all my ghost shrimp in here. So that way my other crayfish can go ahead and eat those guys as well. Alright guys, so I got all my ghost shrimp in this net right here. I just poured the water out into it. And I'm going to go ahead and dump them all out on this side, because that is where most of the crayfish are. So, just going to dump them out, and you can see them falling, coming out of that net. Hopefully I don't have any stragglers. And as you can see, there's already a crawfish coming out right there, but you can barely see him. It's kind of funny because as soon as I put these guys down here, they're already trying to eat this piece of krill. These guys are savages. It's funny because it's food eating food. So that's so funny. As you can see, this one's trying to go for the ghost shrimp. But he's gonna miss. Oh, and there's a ghost shrimp right next to that crayfish. Hopefully that crayfish goes for it. Nah, that crayfish is not gonna go for it. They're all trying to go for these shrimps. It's so funny. I think what this guy needs is some live food. I mean, there's food everywhere and he's not going for them. Oh, you missed, buddy. So that's what he likes. He likes live food. I'll have to remember that. It's funny how these guys are trying to go for him, but they can't because they're so fast. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below if you guys want me to do anything in this tank, what fish I should stock it with, what kind of plants I should put in here. I'm all open to suggestions. My name is Master Aquatics, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace out.